in case. Also, do not worry about talking things that you have, my friend. And feel free to ask, and we will answer them. And also, hello to the people who may or may not wind up joining this stream in later.
Wait, where the fuck is it?
Don't
go around, people.
Don't worry, Nick. Give me a moment. Gotta go to the studio, I believe. Whoop. Yep. Channel. Share. Copy link. Do. Like that. Then you two go. You two go.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we begin then.
Yep. Yep.
I'm just gonna get annoying. I'm hearing Harry's echo.
Actually, that's
The echo of the.
that's actually yours.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh.
Okay, there we go.
Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
I kind of suck at this, don't I?
Here, take it.
What do you suck at?
In the master's playful and
No,
mischievous
this
way,
guy.
Ah,
he gave his apprentice
I
Lucio
suck at eight
a
dogs,
very
okay? I'm gonna
important
read
role.
Books and swing and overly
What seemed
complicated.
like a simple task
yeah.
was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
I will say, and this is for anybody who catches this stuff
Long,
later,
long ago,
we
all
will
the
not be
worlds were
answering any
still one.
questions that spoil
One day,
You'll
this
feel
would be
future
called
events.
the Age of Fairy Tales.
I wouldn't even know
It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master
Well,
of
it's
Masters
excellent.
had an eye
Yep.
that gazes into the future. He
You don't
bestowed
want
upon
to
5 of his 6
that was the
apprentices
president.
a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the
And
events
for
to
those
come.
who in the future comment about us talking, I literally have it in the title with commentary. You don't like it? Click the back button.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage
Aren't you a
true?
unicorn?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Honestly, that
Yes.
that is
By the
actually
way,
because
if one day I
the
suddenly
foretellers
disappear,
are based
counting
off
on
of
you to
5 of
keep
the
the
7
others
deadly
calm.
sins. Like,
Okay?
each one of them, each one of their animals
Disappear?
actually represents one of the
Vanish?
sins.
Dim? Fade?
Like one that we'll see
I don't know how to
later,
explain
envy.
it.
The
It's
snake
just
is usually
hypothetical
represented
talk.
of the
Okay.
sin envy.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected,
I don't know
stretching
what the
as far
unicorn
as the eye can
represents.
see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land.
When our
All
our
worlds
resident
share one
mythology
light, one fate.
is no longer cleaning
I take
himself,
it you're
he can
talking
answer
about
that
Kingdom
question.
Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money.
Ada.
People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
Mom is
I
really
understand.
poetic when he wants to be.
That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
He said
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty
Was
as
I-
Keyblade wielders to prevent this
Was
war
I
from
right
taking
about
place?
the
Not
snake?
possible.
Because I actually pulled that out of my
You
bum.
really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
By the way, yes,
We
I
have to at
sometimes
least
call
try.
the Master of
With
Masters
enough
mom.
Keyblade wielders, we could...
Wow,
the master of
if you
masters,
wanna
the
give it a
giant
shot.
Black
Good
robe.
luck.
So not this one.
No, the one that's walking with that is mom.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after.
The
Cool-headed
dandelions.
Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies.
Try that again, less garbled.
Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the Master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
Last shit. Oh, we're off to a great start, aren't we? We kind of stuck.
I will say I kind of wish that this had been a
This is where
playable
your
thing,
story began.
and that
The
Dream
story
Drop
of your
Distance had
very
been a
own
movie.
adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a human. This would fulfill
So
his wishes.
you said something that would indicate arguing, and then you
They
agreed
set
with
out to
me.
rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
Is it like, are we getting married or are we going to doing collective bargaining? Which is it?
The second one is more accurate.
Oh, fair enough. Right, so I want better pay to deal with all this bullshit. I want better
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that
Unfortunately,
a nightmare?
I will not be able to cover for Union Cross, the mobile, or for Dark Road. Both were unfortunately shut down.
Oh no!
Master, did you make this?
Now we're going to wake up.
It's so
cute.
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully. Spirit? You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets.
Yep.
Every wielder
That's
will
Abba.
have one of these adorable little guys at their side.
The
They're
pink
here
one.
to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
Yeah, the
No,
Cherothees
I
do
won't
not,
let you do that.
other than the one
No wonder
Cherokee
you
from
ended up as
3,
the bear.
one of the few spoilers I
You're
will give, the Cherothees
Your
don't
point?
show up after this.
Maybe you can growl it then.
Don't insult me!
Come on, Hassad. You won't know if it worked unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking. It's not me!
My guess is that it's going to be brought up in the
There's
second
an easy way to
saga.
solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Cherothy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However,
Now's not the time to be a
I
nice guy.
believe
Now's
those
time to be
tools
bad. Come on.
were the nightmare's doing.
Yep.
The bangles.
No wonder
I know
these
when
guys
they're
fucking
equipped.
failed.
They have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all
So
agreed that was okay.
it was revealed in Union
Collecting is
Cross
fine.
that the
But
master
using that power
actually set them up
Is the
to
equivalent
fail
of
in
using
order
the
to
power of darkness.
trap the pure darkness.
Spirits look the same,
Yes, it was.
and wielders exist in spades.
That's right. Yes,
There's no way to
hey,
tell.
if Harry says something,
Oh no.
he's saying it.
Everyone's already
The
equipped
odds
with
are he's saying it
bangles.
because it's from one of the games that he
So
can't
what
do.
now? How
Yep.
do we find out who's
Go to
behind
Everglow's
this?
YouTube.
Seeing as
Go
those
to
bangles
Everglow's
couldn't have been
YouTube
acquired
channel
by
and
just
watch
anyone,
Kingdom Hearts
believe it's one of
timeline, and
us
you'll learn
here
this
in this
stuff
room.
too.
No, Ira.
Everglade, please
I
sponsor us.
respectfully disagree.
If you
What
choose
proof
to.
do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness?
Hey, we're okay with
Or
taking
if the
money
nightmare is to
to
blame?
be the
We shouldn't
full
simply
reason
jump
these
to
people
conclusions.
are showing.
Ira. Some leader you are.
Yeah, no
You've
one knows
managed
why
to
they
plant
shut
seeds
down
of
the
doubt in
servers.
all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Ased, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the master made the wrong
God,
choice.
this is like
Wait,
this is the
where do you
most
think you're going?
incompetent, Among server
I
have
think we're
ever
done
seen.
here. I
Yeah.
trust you'll keep us all updated.
For fuck's sake, who vented? Just fucking accuse him of
hope-
venting and we're done with this.
I hope we can all
I gotta
resolve
say,
this.
my favorite is Gula.
That's the cat.
The one in yellow.
That
With the
didn't
short
go as
boy in yellow.
expected.
Okay.
What's wrong, Ira?
Ah, fair enough.
This
Hi,
isn't
Ricky.
like you.
A
Hey,
lost
Jack.
page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our
Who would you
copies
say is your
were
favorite
said to
foreteller,
contain the
Ricky?
events of the future.
Ooh, that's a
But this
tough one.
incident-
They're all good characters.
Well, it's nowhere to be found.
As far as I can tell.
And how does this whole thing with
Entertainingly
the traitor
incompetent.
tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found
Once again, the master system like the
in my
fail.
book.
Ira,
Well, I
are
guess
you
they
implying
failed
that someone is in
successfully.
possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either.
Take a page, just take
You
the
may be
book
onto
and
something.
run.
I wonder, could this
There's-
have been the Master's plan all along?
There's a story reason for why there's
To
only
grant
one.
the
There's
lost page to
that's why
only
there's a
one of
missing
us.
page.
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're
Fair enough.
saying.
Damn
I
it,
promise
Mario.
to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
May he rest in
Thanks.
peace.
Of course. After
I would
all,
love to see
that
it
is what the
done.
Master asked of me.
It does what?
And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
Yeah, the whole thing, your heart being guiding, your guiding key thing, that basically means follow your heart and it won't steer you wrong.
And it was started by the master.
History is
So, to sum it up, I'll
that
need
is
you to
not
observe
good,
the
then.
others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... It's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little.
I was afraid
Maybe
Lucian
I'll
just
never
took one
despair.
look at the Master's plan and just like,
Wait,
yeah, fuck this, I'm out of
let
here.
it go.
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh,
That would be
Yeah,
interesting.
Master's guy,
Look,
he's fun.
I get that change can be hard for everyone.
Yeah,
But
he is honestly
things need
funny.
to keep
He
moving
makes me
forward.
hard Jay for
You
Jungle.
keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind.
Never actually made that comparison, but I kind of see it now.
Now that you know what the future
Like, he's just a
Indeed.
shit guy that
your heart
just
say?
doesn't act like you'd expect a teacher would.
May your heart be your
But he's
guiding key.
surprisingly filled with
I say
wisdom
it all
and a
the
complete badass.
You ultimately need
So,
to do
a
what
less
your heart
perverted
feels is
version
right.
of Jiraiya.
right.
Yes! Well, he's not trying to be like a surfer dude, I guess.
I was wrong about Ira.
Oh,
I thought
God,
he would
I mean,
make a
fucking
great
bad-
leader.
To be
He
fair,
let me
though,
down.
in the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3,
Well,
wasn't there
what do you two
that one
think?
where they were literally
You
riding
don't believe what
in the
Ira said, do you?
Very badass.
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing.
I can speak about
It's
trailers,
like Indy
right?
said.
That's not breaking
He's
the
just
rules.
making baseless
Yeah,
assumptions
you can speak
given
about
the
trailers.
situation. There's no evidence to
Yes,
tie his
man.
accusations
But
to anyone,
on these guys are not
let alone one
canon.
of us.
Plus, all I said was I wouldn't answer
Maybe
any
there's
questions.
something he hasn't told us.
And
Fair enough.
He
that
needs
was
to tell
spoilery.
us. How dare he look at us with suspicion?
Therefore,
We're his
like,
comrades.
That actually was. Therefore, you are.
I wouldn't call us
Great.
comrades. Anyway, could you get to the
Yay,
point?
traitor buddies!
I know you didn't call.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this.
A2 Ursus.
So,
A2.
we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind.
We're going
I
to
know
kill
there's
that
darkness
damn
at work.
horse and we're going to goddamn
There's no
eat him
question.
like Master
But-
Goku intended.
I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we.
Wait a
We
minute.
need to
This guy's
band together
claiming
now
he's
and find a way to
the
fight.
traitor by wasting his time to try and find a traitor. If he's the
I
traitor,
agree that we
then
need
he's
to do
the
something
dumbest
to fight the
motherfucker on
darkness.
planet.
But combining our unions?
Like the
Thereby
That
making
was
him by
strictly
extension
forbidden by
not
the
the traitor.
Master.
He's no longer here.
very convoluted, but yes.
But let's be clear.
Yes,
The alliance is just
Aset is
between the two
not
of
the
us
traitor.
I don't want my union members involved.
The IRA guy.
Gula,
Ah,
I mean, this guy,
I won't.
it's just... Okay. Bear Dude is just
I
being
want
an
to
asshole.
follow the Master's teachings.
yeah.
Understood.
Wouldn't have
By the
gotten,
way, Say,
gotten anywhere.
do Ira and Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I
Just
did
saying.
ask Envy to
Nice.
join
He's
us.
one of the main
You wanted
faces
to
of
see
the
me?
series.
Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed.
Hear me out.
Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is
I
approaching,
don't-
and we
Oh,
need
yeah,
to combine
you
our
don't
strength to
have
stand
choice.
against it.
What does that
The
mean
Master
you're
bestowed
gonna
each of
do
us with a
that
different
the
role,
other
and he
doesn't?
specifically told us to keep our
Man.
unions separate, to
Pretty much
maintain
nothing.
the balance of power. He told
Yeah.
us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps
I'm
it's you
questioning
who
the
has been
master
tainted
of
by
master
darkness.
and bringing this bastard in. Just
I'm
saying.
tainted by darkness?
Honestly,
Then what
Gula
about
is
you,
definitely my
Envy?
favorite.
You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira.
I mean, he
You really
certainly
think you have
is
no
the most
darkness in your heart after
animated
what you
of the
did?
bunch.
because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything
I'll
we say
give you
and do
credit.
to Ira.
Despite not
That's-
showing their eyes, they
For
are
all we
doing
know,
fantastic
you
job
and Ira could be
conveying
allies,
emotion.
scheming
By
behind
using the
our
body
backs.
language, I know.
That's enough.
I do hope that I do hope that in the second saga we get to see behind the masks.
Hey, Foster, you've been eerily quiet.
Yeah, she was.
When will it stop?
Well, actually, it'll be revealed
don't want us to
once we
turn
learn what
against
her
each
role
other.
is.
Master
And
Alva.
she was supposed to bring it, scout out things.
Oh, hello. Your name is
Pretty
Ephraim, right?
much.
Uh-huh.
But this will, well, not
hey,
this
can I
specifically,
join
but the movie, he will explain it better than I ever could, especially with a certain somebody talking over me whenever
Why
we
the
try to
long
explain
face?
it. No offense,
Did
my
something
guy.
happen?
All day.
Not you. The other one, the purple one.
Oh, the one,
Remember what you asked me before?
the one who's muted right now, guy.
About
I didn't
why
even
the
notice he was
unions
muted.
compete against each other instead of
Yeah, he's
working
muted.
together.
He hasn't been here for a hot second.
Ah,
Actually,
well, he'll hear me calling him out when he rewatches this later.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
yes.
By the way,
And as
that
such, we
is
must
Ephemer.
obey. The Master
I
said
knew
so.
you saw.
So it is. But lately,
The friend that he
He
makes
started to
that he
wonder.
talks about making
you
later
once told me that you were looking
is the
for
player
answers,
character from Union Cross.
that you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But, to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then, you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down.
but please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
By the way, a little thing about the character Ephemer. It's believed that he is an ancestor of Xehanort, and that the player character is... Well, Xehanort is the player character reincarnated.
Call it quits.
The theory is that we become the
Put
villain?
simply, I entered this
Union
alliance
Cross?
thinking we were preparing
Yes.
to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but...
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why...
Again, who saw who didn't? It's not that hard.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
You gotta respect Gula. He gave legitimate reason for why he wanted to end their alliance, and didn't back down.
Gulick is a cat guy, right?
Yeah.
Envy.
He's just like, yeah.
You will
He's like,
regret this.
yeah, that's right. Sorry. Have a good one. Ased is the bear guy, right?
Yep.
Been here long? My bad.
No.
Case of Ased.
So, what did you want?
You
Didn't forget. Give me a little credit here.
None of
I
you
was just
five
testing
can really
you.
take a joke, can't
You're
they?
right.
Now,
Pretty
allow me to
much.
tell you about
I'm
Joel.
not...
Like,
You're
there's
going to be
super
Ira's
serious,
right-hand man.
and then so super serious, and the master of Asher.
Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well,
Take a chill, man.
Vera's gonna be the new leader
We're
after I'm gone, you see.
fine.
So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
But
Explain
yeah,
to me,
when it comes to the
Master.
whole thing with
What do you
Ephemer,
mean
the
Ira's
basis for
going
the
to be
theory is the
leader?
fact that
What?
both he and
Is that
Xehanort both have
disappointment, I
silver-colored hair, and they're
Do
both
you want to be leader?
well,
No,
essentially
I mean, if you
from
had
this
asked
world.
me to be the leader,
Xehanort was
that's a
born in
different
this
story,
world.
but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader,
Reincarnation is
huh?
a thing in this world, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I know you want.
yeah.
But that just
part
isn't
is
enough.
the reincarnation
Any
part
chump can
is
say,
the whole thing about the player character, not
There's a
Ephemer.
huge promotion. Good job.
Fair
And
enough.
make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
There's more basis to the reincarnation
I
theory
agree.
than the
Ira
Ephemer
is
being
definitely
Xehanort's
the most
ancestor.
worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need
I mean, by that
another
logic,
leader,
he's also
Master?
likely Riku's ancestor.
Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might
Oh,
disappear
God.
one day.
Is Ira a fucking Horus? Has he turned himself? Has he got stabbed by a dark,
No,
evil
I
demon
might
knife
disappear.
and turned into immediately turned
Where?
flame?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was
That's the
embarrassing for
thing.
me.
There technically is, and
Anyway,
there
I
isn't
don't know
a
if I'm
traitor.
gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
Schrodinger's train.
But
Yes.
In any case, you need to support Ira.
Excellent. This is
You
going to
know,
be
he's quite
interesting.
serious.
Like,
He's always just
technically, there's
thinking and thinking
two
behind
traitors.
that unicorn mask of his. So
One of
everyone
them
will be
being
counting on you
Mushu.
to spur him into action.
Is that fucker that fucked off?
yeah.
I
You
mean,
might
he is
not be
taking it
entirely
just because he
happy
just
with your role,
said,
but
"Sit
just
here."
know that it's the most important
What I
one.
mean is that
The piece-
this again is something revealed in
Shall I
Union
elaborate?
Cross, the mobile
Making
game.
Ira the leader is all good in
In-
theory, but sometime later you
He
might
is
think
connected to
he's
the
terrible
book of
at this.
prophecies.
In
I'm
which
not
case
saying
it'll
how,
be your job to step up.
but
Who
because
knows?
of that,
Your
he
leadership
also
might be
knew
just
that there
what
was
everyone
somebody
needs.
who would
And
technically
that is
betray
your
them,
true role.
but did nothing to stop it because the book said it was going to happen.
May your heart
Granted,
be your
Luffy
guiding
never got
key.
access to the book.
Best of luck, I said.
You know, I am this young. You know, this universe is so glad that I'm
it's
not
been
here
over
because
a
I'd be
year
like,
since the
"Oh,
Master
what says this
left.
must happen?"
It's time for me to
I'm
fulfill
going to
my
do
true
everything
role.
to ensure that it's.
Yeah, what leads to this, again, back with Union Cross.
Why did you get in my way?
Because it's my job?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses!
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying
And
he was
the
wrong?
reason I say,
He's not
there
here
quote,
anymore.
is and
I
isn't
won't let his
a traitor
prophecy
or
come true.
traitors is
I won't
because
let the
the
world fall into
betrayal
darkness.
is technically simply withholding information.
You fool!
Which then begs the question, is that really a betrayal, or is that you just doing the job that you were told to do?
It's certainly doing a white lie.
Yeah. So that's all the traitor really did, was withhold information, which led to stuff like this.
And
Ava, over here!
Envy!
that's
Aced!
that cat is
What's
a
going
terrible.
on?
I found out who the traitor is,
Yeah.
regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, there's no time to lose.
heart be my guiding key.
The aftermath of the battle.
That we don't see.
Unless you
Wait,
manage to
watch it?
play the mobile game.
For a second, I thought he was tied up to the wall. Like a fucking Spider-Man villain.
Master. Master? If you're busy, I can
I'm
always come
back,
back
I'm
later.
dead.
Sure. Oh, no, stay! Now where... Ah, here it is.
This reveals why the
Don't read
Schrodinger's.
it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies.
The master set them up.
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
And what's written here
And like you pointed out, Nick, it's a Schrodinger's
Euro.
traitor.
You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's
The
too
traitor is
late.
everywhere. The
And in
traitor
order
is
to help you
nowhere at the
find the
same
traitor,
time.
I get it.
After all, the one
Why you gave us all different
the one who
roles,
technically
isn't it?
became the traitor
If
only
anyone
did
deviates
because
from
he
the
was
job they were
looking
given,
for the traitor.
we can easily conclude that they are the traitor.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's brilliant.
Because technically, he dual
Steal
betrayed
my
them by
thunder,
withholding
show
information.
off.
Huh?
It's not fair. My
Wait,
plan
he
was
couldn't
supposed to
exactly
blow
show.
your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw
Yeah.
should have hit
And
the floor
like
in my
as
sheer
you said,
genius.
Schrodinger's traitor.
Sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh,
Because
you're
because
right.
Catboy
So,
here
I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight.
by doing his oath to the master, he can't say.
Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep
If
focused.
he does, he
Trust
breaks
no
his
one
oath.
but yourself.
Indeed.
Oh, can you imagine how hot wearing that fucking thick leather jacket robe thing would be that way? Good God.
Oh, it is quite hot.
Trust no one
So
but
there's
myself.
rather steam just like fuming out of that hole, that face hole.
Only enough if people had obeyed and disobeyed the master and told everyone the truth, there would have been no traitor, and they would not tell someone themselves apart.
And then the true dark, they wouldn't have got the true darkness.
Yep, the true darkness would never have been able to be trapped.
So he is the ultimate hero. Good job, Catboy.
Gula.
He's the real hero of the story.
Do you want to know what my role is? Huh? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
Don't you underestimate me!
Please stop! Why did it have to come to this?
Because the Master is very convoluted and can't just tell you things straight up. Because the darkness is always listening.
Darkness sees you when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake. It knows you for bad or good. It'll be good for goodness sake. Is the darkness Santa Claus?
Come to finish me off, and make it quick.
I've never heard
It'd be hilarious if the true rule of darkness was first.
That's not what brought me here today.
I
I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me.
Comparison.
That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on.
The hilarious thing is,
With only 5
Santa
lights,
Claus is a
can't
character in
afford to
Kingdom
lose
Hearts.
Oh, because of the
Still count me as one of the 5 lights.
universe, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much.
I probably shouldn't trust you, Judas,
However,
but
I
yes.
still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our
I
books.
may not fucking put a sword through one of
He's
his
using it
chest.
to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role.
That dude was fucking
But who
out.
knows when his real
Gula
intentions are?
is totally fucked.
What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
Yeah. Okay, I mean,
I'd like to
be
believe
one
the
of the
Gula
road
was
you-
simply
you
carrying
all
out his
know
role.
that you have rules given to you by the Master.
I said, I'll deal with this matter.
And he said flat
Please
out,
keep it
this
to
is the
yourself
role
for
I
now."
was given, to find the traitor.
1, 2, and 2 together, you
I need to see that
morons.
lost page.
Just because they can't believe the Master would ever turn them against each other.
Why did you tell Ira? It had
You're
to be
calling
you,
it sense
because
of
you were the
faith,
only one
you
who knew where we were
moron.
hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
Yeah, because
No.
because she wasn't supposed to tell you.
I shouldn't have spoken
Actually,
to you, though.
other than Gula, there's really no unspoken rule about not being able to tell others what their role
What did
is.
Ira want?
Yeah,
Indy-
so these two are the only two that had
I don't
expressed
know exactly.
orders. Don't tell anybody.
He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes,
The other three, that's their own damn
they were...
fault.
Actually, only Gula really has that rule. Well, Indy
was worried
at
he'd
the
do
time
something
was
awful.
just it being an accusatory
I knew
female
I
dog
couldn't
and
tell him
not
where
just
Gula
asking.
Was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
He's paralyzed, which is really impressive that he's gone, because he was paralyzed from the waist down. Every finger got nearly cut in half by a keyblade.
Someone's coming.
It's amazing
Yep.
They're
he's still
headed
able
straight
to
this
move.
way.
Take care of him.
Best kitty.
It would
Mm-hmm.
surprise me if the Master planted that dark charity.
Is something wrong?
He was looking in he was looking in
I
that
know
book of
Gula's
prophecies
here.
that had a bunch of
What?
fucking English and shit in it.
Tell
Yep.
me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Master had to come against the seal of seven,
what are you doing?
the seal of darknesses.
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
God, I feel like my sternum just
I knew
got
it.
ripped in half.
It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone
that
wants to
above
know
or
about
below
the
the
lost
stomach?
page.
The lost page?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a page the Master gave.
By the way, this
It doesn't
dude's
exist
lucky
in any
he's
of
not
my
in
books.
2 pieces.
Yep.
It contains a passage
Or
about an
that
inevitable betrayal.
Assad didn't just bane him.
It talks about the one who bears the
Or
sigil.
fucking use magic or
That's
fucking
it.
insert any other way you're gonna fucking done horrible shit to
I
him.
don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
The one who bears the sigil.
My
How
role
fucking cryptic.
is to find out who it is. I suspected Assad and went to confront him.
Sample, everyone stripped naked
What
and
happened?
look for a sigil. That's a good way to
Why are you
start.
telling me this, Gula? I have
Well,
enough to
start a
think
witch
about.
hunt.
Keeping with the
Post-
Master's
post-
teachings
post-
and my role.
A strict witch hunt.
Always walking the straight and narrow.
The blackjack.
I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is
Wait,
ambiguous
did
at
our
best.
master run a casino?
That's why. I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules.
His
If
logic
things
is
don't
actually
change,
sound.
the entire world is doomed.
They would be like,
But
okay, little shit, listen up.
in order to go through with it,
y'all couldn't
I'll need Lux.
Look what? I sit
don't
you
have
and
nearly
Lux
enough.
fight each other, and you still
You
fail
always
with
do
that.
the right thing. Help me
Come
with
on.
this.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
So Nick,
Ghoul is on a mission to
thoughts on
collect
this so
Lux.
far?
I'm watching, damn it.
That explains why Assad and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
Then what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept.
The funny thing is that the more they tried fighting the
Ava,
book, the more the events of
you
the
do the
book
same.
proceed to happen.
We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
like, it makes you wonder, if none of them had ever read their books, would the events of the book even happen?
That is a good question.
Makes it quite interesting that way. Also, yes, I am one of those people who sometimes likes to ship Abba and
What's
Gula.
written in the last page of the
kinda
book
cute
is
together.
going to happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh,
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
3 of those dandelions are people that
I'm
we
the right
will come to
person for
know in the
this?
future.
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand.
Is there anything the other 4? Yeah, by default you are.
Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope.
Holy
The
fuck,
war
she
will
has a
soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light
Yep.
will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light.
If you don't care that
May
just
your
be like,
hearts
wait, so if I
be your
tell to
guiding
get
key.
the fuck out of Dodge? Hell yeah, baby! See ya, bitches!
Problem with that is that use a Keyblade wheel to go after him from sight.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact.
Ew!
Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway,
That
about
is
your
a
role.
very,
You need to pass down that
realistic
Keyblade
reaction.
to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my
Yep.
eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come
But
on,
yeah,
you did a fantastic job! At least smile a little.
But I
Jungle
haven't done
Fury.
anything yet.
Good point.
She does
You better get started then.
Andy.
Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here
wacky,
on out.
kooky,
No book of
not
prophecies
take any
to keep you company
seriously
either.
kind of master.
I can't have you
Who has
causing any
surprising
temporal
amounts of
paradoxes.
unexpected wisdom.
Which made me
Both
compare
know
him
you'll
to
do
a
just fine
non-perverted
without it,
Part 1
right?
Jiraiya.
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it.
I
For
mean,
now,
not
you,
true.
that Keyblade, and
Right
this
next.
box need to stay out of sight.
Yeah. Hey, like, are
Just
you
watch with your own
saying
eyes,
yeah, sure.
and
What's
my eye,
the
of
worst
course,
that could happen?
as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this
Do
secret
not.
stays between the two of us.
Oh, a
You
shower.
have to promise never to open the box.
Never open the
promise.
briefcase.
I just promise you.
Shadowrun?
Mushu, do not open the briefcase. Don't do it.
But
I
why?
don't give a shit. How much you want it? Don't do it.
Shadowrun?
Never is any good.
By the way, yes, the location that he's in is the Keyblade Graveyard. Before it became the Keyblade Graveyard.
I don't like sand.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Irritating. It's everything.
Especially the places I should not be able to get to.
He has his zipper completely wide open there. I think he can very easily get in there.
But now that
He's like, what?
now that the movie has concluded, what are your thoughts, my friend?
I didn't know what to expect going in there, but that was not anything even that. Okay, so this entire fucking plot of this franchise is built upon a crazy dude who basically, in order to capture the ultimate evil, sicked every single one of his peeps on each other.
Causing literal war.
Causing a little bit of goddamn how many people dead injured. And that's it.
Yep. Because this
Okay. I know we have this whole thing of necessary evil and all that, but if necessary evil still evil.
and the reason why it just ends abruptly is because this is a tie-in for a mobile game that was canceled. Well, not canceled, but the servers were shut down.
Now then, on the first by sleep, or you can continue.
Legitimate, serious answer, Nick.
This entire series about Disney characters in Final Fantasy games fapping about with a bunch of goofy-looking demons and people with questionable fashion sense. Built on this.
I'm gonna say we go for it.
I guess on the next story paper,